My skin color is a physical trait. My beliefs are a spiritual trait. My beliefs and your beliefs, my friends, are spiritual insofar as they cannot be apprehended by the senses necessarily unless I give them to you. You don't know what I believe until I express them to you.
Your beliefs are not spirit. Oh. I'm choking on his stupidity.
If I gave myself the power, where would I be?
I want to take the time to say thank you to my current patrons, and you can actually help support my channel for as little as $1 a month. Check out Crimson60620 PS4 Gaming. Thank you. Now, I'm not going to say much right now. I mean, like, I wouldn't be one to actually talk about somebody's, like, the brother, man, dude. What's up with the head? What's up? Okay. Yeah, sure. All right, let's go. Oh, wait. You can tell I'm a little rusty, right? Let's go.
The left despises free-thinking black individualists like me. And I'll tell you why right now.
Wait, no we don't. Guess what I am. But, okay, let's go.
Before I get into that, if at any point you feel moved to subscribe, I would encourage you to do so. It helps me continue.
No, you're not going to shield your channel. Matter of fact, I'm going to shield my channel. If you haven't done so already, if you're watching live, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're watching on Twitch, come follow. If you're watching on YouTube, come follow me on Twitch. I try to live stream 3 times a week. Yeah, 3 times a week. Other than that, no. Subscribe to this channel and all that other good shit. But let's go.
Happened to me over the course of the past week or so. I went onto the Young Turks network to debate Dr. Rashad Ritchie over the issue of critical race theory. Oh,
I remember this guy. Okay, look, check it out. Hold on, indisputable. Here.
Welcome to Indisputable.
No. It would have been the bullpen. So, not that guy. It would have been the bullpen. Would have been, is it in chronological order? Oh, wait, what just happened?
Here's the real question. What policies are you?
No, that's not it. Dr. Ritchie, what do you?
Welcome to the bullpen.
Wait, is it this guy? Nope, not this guy. Funny. Thank you for following. I'm trying to see when was the last one. If you updated yesterday, he would have been on the bullpen. Unless
polarizing issue, an issue in which a lot of misinformation is going around, especially on a particular side of the political aisle, and it has been dubbed a moral panic by many people. Now,
wait. I'm looking for him on the Young Turks network, and maybe because I interrupted him, but I don't see him. I don't. And what is this guy's name? Christian Watson, right? Now, I may be wrong. I may not be seeing him. Is this him?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Is this him? No. Charles Love. I'm not seeing him. Wait, is this him?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's not him. Wow, this is actually interesting.
Consistent in our view.
I can't find the cat. I can't find the cat. Wow, this is actually. Oh, no. Here. Oh, this is him. Oh, this is him. Let's see.
Magazine actually said that he wants to reframe history through a black narrative, which puts slavery at the sort of forefront and the emphasis of what America is about. I mean, there are plenty of other essays in the curriculum that kind of do indict America's moral character. So
Wait, did he get upset? Like, okay. So here's the thing. Yeah, we found him. We actually found this guy. And so here, I want to actually say this, and you guys have to help me out with this one because. And here, let's actually, like, here, help me out with this, guys. Why do people think that the fact that we bring up America has slavery, it's an indictment on your character now? Do you feel guilty? Is your jingoistic pride so hurt that you believe that if you acknowledge a bad thing in the past, that somehow indicts you? Okay, yeah, he does. But does that sound like somehow in the past that indicts you for an evil now? No, it only indicts you for an evil if you try to erase it or you think that did not happen. That's the problem with people like this. Well, we don't want to bring up slavery. We don't want to make, we don't want to make little white kids feel guilty. No one in critical race theory is making little white kids feel guilty for being white. That's not the case. Now, there is an argument to be had that there is a guilt associated with being a little black kid because you're just assumed guilty. You're assumed a criminal. You're assumed wrong. If there have even been studies where African American children are assumed to be 3 or 4 years older than what they already are. But, no one is trying to make a kid feel guilty. But let's go back to the original video that we were actually working with. So, let's go.
Dr. Rashad Ritchie over the issue of critical race theory, a very polarizing issue, an issue in which a lot of misinformation is going around, especially on a particular side of the political aisle. And
well, yes, the misinformation and these fucking idiot-ass jump cuts that he's doing is that Republicans are trying to make people feel... The Republicans are trying to make it seem like people are saying that white people should feel guilty. No white person should feel guilty about the actions of their ancestors. No one should. But let's continue.
Has been dubbed a moral panic by many people. Now, the idea of a black individual debating critical race theory on the negative side does offend certain people's sensibilities. After the debate, I figured, you know what? I believe I did well, but the commenters of the Young Turks don't seem to think so. And
wait, his feelings are hurt because the commenters. Let's look at these comments. It's ironic how black Republicans should preach about not having a victimhood mentality, yet claim to be a victim of a framework or theory. That clown is just another GOP grifter. Oh, sounds about right. I never seen this guy before. I do appreciate that the conservatives was very civil. The conversation was very civil. This Mr. Watson made it sound like CTR was so pervasive in our culture. I am not proud of the lack of knowledge of American history. I think that I should be more and can remedy this situation easily by reading. However, this Mr. Watson seems ahistorical in his viewpoint. Like, dude is talking a lot but saying nothing. He gets Isu's talking points down, though he'll be promoted soon. Maybe you should have listened. He said plenty, lot of racists and folks in a deep denial in this comment thread. Oh, wow. Is that Esau? Oh wow. So here's the thing, and here's a fun thing. Here's a fun fact. Yeah, he does. One of the problems with a lot of these guys that point out, oh, this racism to say racism. Like literally, I have been called a racist for calling out black conservatives because I'm having a difference of opinion with their difference of opinion. Now, I don't understand how that works. I really don't. I'm sure if we find fans of this motherfucker right here that see this video, no, you're racist because you're calling out another black person. And it's just like, wait, huh? How am I being racist, dog? Because I don't believe that the shit or the hype that they're saying or selling. And it's kind of sad because what these people really want is they want to say things and not be challenged. And that's just not how everything works. But let's continue.
In all honesty, I didn't think they would think so either. However, many of their sentiments were grotesque and eye-opening. And I'll tell you why they're eye-opening after I read a few of them to you. Here's one comment that I got. Candace Owens' brother needs to get off of here. Now, I don't even think I look like her, but okay, I guess every black person is similar, right? Seems pretty...
Wait! Oh, God! Wait. No. My man, he's talking about ideology. And we have Candace Owens' brother, and he's a dumb fuck as well. How did he throw in that, oh, it's racist to call me Candace Owens brothers because all black people look alike? No, you sound like Candace Owens. You sound like y'all didn't drink the same Flavor Aid. Look it up. Anyway, but let's continue.
Watson, stay off of Wikipedia. I can't even spell Wikipedia because he made my head hurt and of how stupid he sounds. I smell Oreo, LOL. Well, perhaps... Okay, so I am never one to indict somebody's blackness. And here, let me go full screen on this. Let me go full screen on this. I will never be one to indict somebody's blackness because the way I live my blackness will be different from the way you live your blackness. I will admit that because here's the thing. I'm not the hoodest motherfucker. I'm not the G-ist motherfucker. Don't test me. In the words of Tupac Shakur, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy. Next to get it. What? Oh shit. Anyway, but I'm never one to impugn someone's blackness. You live your blackness the way you want to live your blackness. I'm gonna live mine. Mine's gonna be anime titties and science and philosophy. But for this motherfucker, look. They shouldn't have called him Oreo. They shouldn't. They not on a platform where he's been civil. Now, if it is somebody who is an out and out clown, fuck yeah, we're gonna go there. But we keep that inside the community. We keep that family business inside of family business. But this motherfucker is a clown. He knows nothing, and you can tell. Yes. Man, that the first part of the comment, sure, but never question somebody's blackness in open forum like that. But let's go. The sugar from the Oreos is why you cannot think, my friend. So this is what Candace Owens looks like with the shaved head. We won't even go into it.
His feelings are so hurt. Oh wow, his feelings are so hurt. Oh wow. Again, he's too stupid to see that people are saying this because of his ideology. He's so blinded by the fact that, oh, you just think I look like Candace Owens because reasons. It's your ideology, my friend. But okay, shoot, let's go.
That's a little dig. Here's one that I really like. Does Watson even know any black people other than his immediate family? In a response to this comment, trust me, he probably doesn't even associate with his black family and gets pissed when he looks in the mirror. All of this...
Okay. Again, this is a little bit too far for a public forum. I get that. However, there is some truth to this. When you get a lot of these conservatives that sit back and say that act as if, well, every black person can make it because I made it. That's called survivor bias. When you feel you're so foreign from everybody else that shares your own group identity, it tends to actually believe in people. It puts the air on that people think that you haven't been around those people. I grew up in the city of Chicago. I fucking hate in the city of Chicago now because here's the thing. When I moved to the suburbs, I actually was around a different class of people. That different class of people, it wasn't just a different ethnic group because I was around black people too. But it was a different class of people, from instead of being lower class to middle or higher, or like lower middle class. And it does something to you, and that interaction. And I get it. I get how not being around those people can actually change the way you think. But it's motherfuckers like this right here that makes you think that he's never actually had to deal with people that were outside of his class, it's outside of his group. Yeah, she's definitely changed the tone of her skin from the first time that she's been around. Maybe it's lighting, she's definitely changed the tone of her skin. She's being more conforming to certain beauty standards. I'm gonna say that. But let's go.
Deduce from my opposition to critical race theory. Let's keep going on. He definitely works in the House under Massa. Wait. Theory. Let's keep going on. He definitely.
Now, here's the thing. Again, I don't know. I keep saying this. I keep saying this, that maybe it needs to be a situation where some of this actually stays in-house. Maybe that's the situation that needs to be done. But this definitely looks like my man definitely looks like he is part of the African American diaspora. And the fact is, I'm sorry guys, I'm just responding to a text that I got. I apologize. And my man definitely does look like he's part of the diaspora, that because you can actually just see it. Check this shit out. He looks black, the guy on this thumbnail. So again, I don't think it's somebody outside the group calling him out. It's just like saying the N-word. I don't know what to say. I don't use it myself because I actually have motherfuckers who are racist that watch my shit. So I tend not to use it on stream. But yeah, no. He looks fucked. It looks fucked up. If that was somebody with a white icon, I would have a little bit more I'll have a little bit more issues with what was called, what it was said. But let's go.
Works in the House under Massa. Many of us, when we see such comments, regardless of what political position we hold, would simply shake our heads, dismiss these comments as childish, and proceed forth in our lives. But I'm here to tell you why that's not possible in this instance.
Because my feelings are hurt. God, this shit looks fucking crazy. And Okay, let's go.
These comments and this event of being in a leftist space has really made me realize just how much a particular contingent of the left absolutely hates black individuals who speak out against the orthodoxy and do so compellingly. Someone who is speaking out foolishly or who is talking in cliches can be dismissed, but someone who does so compellingly is attacked because they are effective.
No, dog. No. Fuck no. You're attacked because your points are fucking stupid. You're rattling off Pratt. The thing that you're rattling off, motherfucker, is the fact that you're rattling off points that have been refuted 1,000 times. We know that there's racism. We know that the history of the United States, its original sin was wiping out the Native Americans, and then it brought over black people. We know that. And yeah, you're right. He probably did get bullied while he was growing up, Dreamer. Yes. The fact is, you criticized me because I spoke something that you didn't like. Welcome to the internet. Welcome to the motherfucking internet. As Bo says, welcome to the internet. Put your hands up. Fuck. Your feelings are hurt over that? Look, he's about to cry. Oh, but let's continue.
I used to think the term the intolerant left was nothing more than a political miscalculation meant to smear people. There are many different kinds of people who hold political ideologies who are in the left, and not all of them could be intolerant, right? And this sort of philosophical inquisitiveness has made me avoid using such language. But there are a lot of people in the online left who are against a certain type of person, especially when that certain type of person breaks their understanding of what that person should be. Is this...
No, here's the thing, my friend. I'm against conservatives because they have harmful, deadly, suicidal motherfucking policies. They worship wealth, they worship power, and they worship oppression. And anybody who stands for that shit, I'm against. Not only am I against those motherfuckers, if you're part of the group that those people have oppressed, and you actually sell out to that for some kind of clout, some sort of fame, some sort of fortune, some sort of notoriety, something to say that I stand on top of these other people and I'm one of the good ones, then we have a problem. I don't give a fuck if you're black. I don't give a fuck if you're gay. I don't give a fuck if you're a woman. I don't give a fuck if you're non-binary. I don't give a fuck if you're purposely siding with people that will hurt you or somebody that shares your demographic and you side with them in order to gain power, then there's a problem. Not only are you just a traitor, you're craven because you think that you're going to get on top of the pile and push down and kick down at everybody else below you. That's the problem. I don't even think that even straight white males should even want to be part of the Republican Party unless they're rich. The Republican Party, the Conservative Party, the party of know your place and get in line doesn't help anybody unless you're a wealthy, rich white male. And here's the thing. It's only a few of those that party helps. Everybody else is just fodder to feed their endless amounts of greed and narcissism. But you want to play along because, oh yeah, I may get ahead. But let's continue.
Because there are a few rogue ragtag leftists who have diverged from what is acceptable and from what many other well-mannered leftists would deem as acceptable? Or is it because there is a deeper fundamental ethos that pervades the left? It is the latter. I don't think what I have seen, what Candace Owens has seen, what Larry Elder has seen, is anything but...
How do you get mad about somebody saying that you Candace Owens' brother, and you bring up Candace Owens? God damn, dude, you just feeding the trolls at this point.
A universal constant if you accept a few principles. For many left-leaning individuals, there is an emphasis on the egalitarian ideal. And what that means depends on what flavor of leftism you're getting. For a democratic socialist, the egalitarian ideal is that we will have freedom from want, that no one will ever go for a lack of material sustenance at all. Then there is a different part.
And what's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with us building up a society where the needs of housing, the needs of food are taken care of. What is wrong with that? Please tell me, somebody, what is wrong with that? When you don't have to sell your labor like a fucking wage slave in order to make sure you just have the basis of subsistence of food and fucking shelter. These motherfuckers are the same ones that want to go back to the Constitution and say life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If you can't work, if you have to toil, if you have no choice but to sell your labor to the point of exhaustion, where's your life? Where's your liberty? Where's your pursuit of happiness? But let's continue.
Part of the left that is more infused with racial identitarianism, racial identity, racial collectivism, that says the moral ideal is to ensure that black folks are protected, transgender, gay, all of them are protected, and that the systemic barriers are thoroughly dismantled. All of this.
And again, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with dismantling barriers that would actually affect everybody? Here's the thing, and I want to make sure that this is very, very well understood. If black people aren't oppressed, if trans people aren't oppressed, if women aren't oppressed, that just means that everybody else won't be as well. The opposite of not being oppressed is not oppressing everybody else. The freedom that leftists want for all of these groups are freedom that we want everybody else to enjoy. Unless, you know, to certain groups, equality feels like oppression. But let's go.
Comes together to create a cohesive belief system in which one thing is constant, regardless of what flavor, whether it's a progressive from the 60s, whether it's a Bernie Sanders democratic socialist, whether it's a critical race theory adherent. There seems to be a single ethos underlying everything, and that is there is an emphasis on the left in abstractions. An abstraction, my friends, is simply a concept that we hold to be very grand that may or...
Wait! Okay, you're fucking telling me that the right can't understand abstractions? Is that what oh my god, I think I've actually solved the riddle. The right can't understand abstraction. We know that the right can't understand, you know, things like metaphor, simile, like we know that. But an abstract idea, is that a problem to understand? That everything needs to be all black and white? That everything needs to be either this or that and needs to be straight up forward? Is that what the problem is? Is this the reason why you get so much right-wing humor that's so fucking crazy? Is that what the problem is? I think he hit it on the head, but let's continue.
or may not adhere to what actually exists in reality. The abstract idea the left has about black individuals, as reflected by many left-wing thought leaders, regardless of who it is, they have the idea of the group-identified individual. For the race people like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, it's the idea that the black man, the black community is oppressed. Again, the group-identified individual, and therefore, we must take steps to fix their oppression. If you go against their prescriptions, or if you deviate from the orthodoxy, what happens? You are considered an existential threat to their idea of what a black person is.
No, nobody actually considers you a threat. We consider you delusional if you're looking at reality, if you're looking at what's going on, you're looking at the data, and you realize that, oh no, it's not oppression. My friend, financial violence, economical violence is still violence. And you know, of course we still have police violence. We have this. We see this. Social violence is violence. That's a thing. I don't get why people like this can't see that. If you have a history of redlining, if you have a history of police brutality, if you have a history of systematic laws that when it became illegal to actually say this specific group of people are illegal and let's change it to fit a category, that same category, without being descriptive, it's still violence. It seems like the only violence, and again, that these motherfuckers can understand is, hit you upside the head. But again, systematic violence, systemic racism, those are abstract concepts. You know, like object permanence is. But let's continue.
To their idea of what a working class person is, and you are therefore no longer a part of that entity. You guys hear me right now? No longer a part of that entity, and considered an existential threat to the preservation of that entity. That's why they were calling me not black. That's why they were calling me an Oreo. Because in left-wing circles, the idea of a whiteness, as is expressed by many critical theorists, as is expressed by many racial identitarians, not simply a skin color, it's not simply a phenotype, but it's also how the phenotype, how the skin color has interacted with systems of oppression, power and privilege, and all kind of other concepts they use to understand the human being.
Wait, that's right. If someone is identifying you by a skin phenotype, a specific type of melanin, of course that's going to be part of critical race theory, because it's an easy category to label somebody in. Oh, they're this color, so they must be that, so we treat them like this group. That's not a refutation of the idea of critical race theory. That's the basis of it. Does he not see that? Is that not a part of what he understands? Let's continue.
What's the point, my friends? Something that was very heavy. The point is this. We have gotten so far away in our politics from understanding the individual as a sovereign entity, from understanding the individual as someone who should be estimated and measured in a way that is whole and holistic to who they are.
So, okay, this is what I don't get about conservatives. All right. So here, let's come close. So they always speak about the left is doing collectivism, and to an extent that they're right. The left actually, we try to work together. People who are truly left, we try to work together to build up something so each individual can have more freedom. So, I myself want to work with people together to actually push an agenda where we don't have to worry about medical bills. We can go see doctors whenever we need to. We don't have to work like serfs on the land to fill some rich coffers of some owner somewhere else. But in conservatism, you get the, you need to stick with the family. You can't be different. You have to do this for society. You have to do this for our culture. Like, do they not see what they're that they're paying, what they're subscribing for? Don't they see that shit? Like, no one on the left want to turn you to a big gray blob. Nobody. We want to group together, to work together, to have more freedom. As a single individual, you can't do anything unless you're a Superman. But what we want is for us to stand together, because if we don't stand together, you'll hang separately. But let's continue.
And not as a political constituency. This is the foundation of identity politics. The idea that skin color is descriptive. We have reduced all meaning to the... Again.
No, and see, look how he just changed it up. No, it's not the skin color. It's the way people treated a specific group. And you can have different skin colors, but if you are treated a specific way because the identity that you share, that's what identity politics is. You want to minimize it back down to just the skin color? No, it's the way that people are treated. 9 times out of 10, if he's walking down the street of some big city A cop not gonna pull him over and say, "Hey, you're that special conservative that we know." No, they're gonna say, "Black man." But motherfuckers are not gonna see that until it happens to them. It reminds me of that episode of Fresh Prince where Will and Carson was driving a car. It's like, no, the cops are gonna stop and help me. And then they helped him to a fucking jail cell. But let's go.
And the constituencies created by certain political movements. And we have forgotten the natural complexity of the human being.
The natural complexity of the human beings are to work in groups, my friend. I don't like in what part don't you get that? But all right, let's go.
America was founded, my friends, on this thing called natural law theory. And natural law theory postulates many, many things, but above all, it postulates the social faculty of the individual.
Wait. He does not want to go on what they believe natural law is, does he? He does not want to do that. Cause my man, if you go by what they thought natural law was at the time of the founding of the American state, you had to dog. First, let's get the technical arguments out the way. There was no internet. There was no cameras. There were no motherfucking, hey, everybody can read. Hey, you're 3/5 of a person. So no. You don't want to go back to the historical natural law. I think you need to change that. But let's let them go.
As the dominant or reigning estimation of our value. And from that faculty, we can discern certain moral certainties and certain ethical certainties about the individual. But
yo, Dreamer, you're absolutely right. Again, conservatives have a problem with object permanence. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist. They do. He said it. They have a problem with abstract concepts. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist. But let's continue.
it is the faculty that is endemic to our humanity which makes this possible. But for many leftists, that faculty is irrelevant when compared to their identity politics-driven conception of what the human being is. That's why many folks on the left can't stand me, because all of their ideas, all of their beliefs rest on a collective understanding of the human being and not an individual understanding of the human being. Does this mean...
Wait! We as human beings evolved on a community, a collective. That's how we as human beings evolved. That's why we were able to take over the world. Not because we were the strongest, not because we were the fastest, because we collectively moved and worked as a group to achieve. That's what human beings evolved. That's why we left the plains of the savannas of Africa, or the plains of Africa, the savannas of Africa, because we worked together. This thing that I'm doing right now, communicating, is what caused us to be able to say, hey, let's work together, let's use tools, let's build on the knowledge of those tools, and let's proceed forward. What's up, Adrian?
I mean, I'm a oppressed person, or I'm a victim.
Okay.
No, of course not. I could choose to respond to all of those comments by hanging my head low in shame and thinking, oh dear, look at you, Christian Watson. Maybe you should just stop. Or I could respond by simply saying to myself, you are a complex individual. You contain multitudes in your soul and your humanity. You're trying to do something special here. And the fact that folks can't understand that is no bearing on your character. It is, in fact, a lens to see their own deficiencies. Let me just make something very clear. Not all leftists are the same, but in many groups, there are general trends. And whenever someone who happens to be black speaks out against the identity-based orthodoxy that I have identified, I have dissected in this video, there is always...
Wait. What the fuck did he just say? Hold on, let me turn him down. He was rambling for a second. Let's go for that.
There are general trends. And whenever someone who happens to be black speaks out against the identity-based orthodoxy that I have identified and I have dissected in this video, there is all...
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Alright. Far be it from me from talking about somebody's speech. Far be it from me. Far be it from me from talking about somebody's speech. But I do this shit live. You see me do it live. I go back and correct myself doing it live. We're fucking doing it live. But this is an edited video. This shit right here. This shit right here is edited. How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up? Yeah. Oh God. And here's the thing, Dreamer. The Dunning-Kruger effect is so real with this man right now. Of course I'm great, and they're just looking at their own insecurities. And that's why they feel bad. Huh? The Dunning-Kruger effect is real. But let's go.
Always a deluge of opposition. Anger. I had someone tell me one time, Christian, you're black. How can you not support Black Lives Matter? These words came out of this person's mouth. After being mystified for a few seconds as to how something so ridiculous and asinine and irrational could emerge from the mouth of someone who supposedly has a brain, I looked at them and said, my skin color does not account for my beliefs.
Wow. I just, wow. How could you not believe in Black Lives Matter? And did you not experience any racism? Did you not experience any racism? I don't even know. Does this man not experience any racism? For real? Wow. What's up? I can't. Wow. Nope. We're not gonna say that he needs to get harassed by the police. We're not gonna advocate harm to somebody. But wow. Wow. Oh my God. Does he actually just think that does he not just think that everybody who's assaulted by the police are just criminals? Does he believe this hype that, if you were stopped by the police, you must have did something? Oh. I can't, guys. Wow. Okay. Please, let's continue.
My skin color is a physical trait. My beliefs are a spiritual trait. My beliefs and your beliefs, my friends, are spiritual insofar as they cannot be apprehended by the senses necessarily unless I give them to you. You don't know what I believe until I express them to you.
Your beliefs are not spirit. I'm choking on his stupidity. How did you say your beliefs are spiritual? What the fuck? His beliefs are spiritual. you guys for watching this video with me, because this has broken my brain. Here I am thinking that, hey, I'm gonna get another like, hey, pick me motherfucker who thinks that, hey, I'm one of the good ones, and like, ooh, you like, this is just condescending now. This is just condescending. And the fact that he says, well, it's spiritual. What? Okay, let's go.
But once again, the spiritual is being traded for the physical, and the physical is manifesting in the political realm to drive certain decisions. And this is what we get when we look at the destruction of black individuality that has happened over the...
Wait, here! Where's it at? Let me get some dressing for that word salad. He's just throwing around words, not knowing what they mean, not knowing how to use them, just to say, well, it's the physical for the spiritual. Like, if I wouldn't have heard it earlier when he said that, like, conservatives have a problem with abstracts, or, you know, leftists think in abstracts, I wouldn't have believed it. But this is... yeah, wow. Hey, okay, we're almost finished. Let me just turn them back up because, okay.
Course of the past few decades, there have been people trying to take advantage of the pain and rage so many African Americans have experienced in this country. They've been trying to use that for political fruit.
Wait. Quick question. When it comes up, why are African Americans feeling such pain and rage? Why? What could have actually made that happen? What could have actually made that happen? Is it the continued and systematic racism? What? No, that's not it. Could it be the fact that the CIA flooded African American communities with drugs? Fuck that. They needed drugs to deal with the crippling poverty. Could it be all of the racist ass police that we have patrolling our communities? Oh, yeah, they need to do it. Police need to do that because of trucks. Could it be the lack of motherfucking generational wealth? They don't need that because they're just gonna get taken by the police through asset forfeiture. Wow. Okay, let's go.
No more, my friends. I will continue to speak out against critical race theory. I will continue to speak out against race profiteering. I will continue to speak out against the collectivization of the black individual with phrases such as the black body or the black community, none of which actually exist. The only thing that I can account for is my individual self. I don't...
Did he just say the black body and the black community don't exist? That feels like existence to me. That feels like existence to me. Like, I'm looking outside my window right now. It looked like it exists to me. I was out there earlier. It exists to me. Is it a monolith? No. I will say that. But it doesn't exist? Let's go.
Know what a black body is. I'm black and I have a body, but I have no idea what the black body is. I don't know what the black community is. Those things are abstractions which do not conform to the material circumstances of reality. I can account, however, for the black individual, and I will continue to account for those individual people, look at their particular circumstances, and advocate for their humanity in a manner that affirms their humanity, not in a manner that puts their humanity against the backdrop of oppression, against the backdrop of inequity, so-called inequity.
Oh, he thinks he's preaching now. Oh, isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? He literally says an individual. They're like, I swear to God, it's this Margaret Thatcher bullshit. There is no society. Fuck, we live in a society, you stupid motherfucker. When it's a group of people that come together with a shared interest, a shared identity, that's called a community. Alright, let's go.
And then tries to tell them that they are no higher, or they can be no better, or it's going to be harder for them to be any better than their circumstances. To hell with that. And if any of you really want to...
But no leftist actually believes that. That's the thing. No leftist actually believes that if you're in the black community, you're going to not be higher than it stands. No. The goal is to raise the community. It's motherfuckers like this that literally give the crabs in a bucket meme a fucking idea. Because if it meant kicking somebody in order to try to boost yourself up, this motherfucker would actually do it. This motherfucker would kick somebody down to say, oh, look, I'm a good one. I'm a good one. But, yeah. No, he didn't have the preacher cadence. Exactly.
To help black folk, the best thing you can do is also push for black individuality as well. The best thing you can do is not try to silence dissenting voices like me. The best thing you can do is try to interact with the values and not physical qualities, and to stop trying to make aesthetics mean something about knowledge. The best thing you can do is shed any ignorance you may have, if you have that ignorance in the first place.
Well, that is something that we both agree on, because I am shedding this fucking ignorance of his motherfucking video. Alright, so in essence, this motherfucker was right. It was so much that he was actually saying that was just word salad. So much to say, but saying nothing at all. The only thing that I heard from him, and not to minimize him, is that don't lump me in with that group. Didn't say why. Didn't say why he's specifically different, other than I think different. You know what? Over the last couple of weeks, I realized something about myself. I do think different from a lot of people in my community. I do. Now, sometimes I take that as a fucking defect, because I see the world in a different light than most people. I'm anti-authoritarian. I do want to actually help promote the societal good so individuals can flourish. And I think that we need to deal with poverty. But not once do I think that, hey, I'm better than these people because they need to motherfucking, they don't need to think about me. They need to think like me. Because it's stupid. Because I'm sure that there are some instances where their ideas about things are better than mine. And different doesn't equal better. But to motherfuckers like this, different always equals better, because I'm different. I can stand out. And I'm getting the pat on the head by others that enforce the power structure. But as for me, nah, dog. Individuality means nothing if you can be crushed individually. And as they say, if you don't stand together, you'll hang separately. By the way, guys, do that YouTube thing by liking and subscribing and sharing if you're watching this on playback. If you're watching live, could you do me a favor and hit the thumbs up for the video? It will help me out a lot. And we're going to hopefully go to another video. And for this segment, we're going to end it here.